Hello, how are you doing? I am doing whatever I'm doing. I am doing nothing. I learned to read kind of late. I remember it as that I loved reading from day one, but to crack the code of reading actually took me a while, according to everyone else but me. As far as I remember, I was reading early, but apparently I wasn't. I was writing stories, making them up, and then pretending that I'd written them, and I was reading them from my book in front of the class. My teacher noticed that I was holding it upside down, so I will... My kid wants to take evening walks, so he requests them every evening, and he says that he wants to do them. He wants to go out in the dark. He wants to sit all huddled up with blankets, and we go. And it's like I understand him, because I would do the same in the past, and now it's probably very good for me, this walk also. That it kind of tells your body that it's time to go to sleep when the sun is setting and it's slightly cold. I thought there was a worm, but it was a stick. It tells your body that it's time to go to sleep. I mean, you're literally going outside and making your body notice that it's sleepy time, it's nighttime. So we are doing that again. Another way, if you cannot go outside, is to shower in the dark. Preferably a slightly cool shower. It doesn't have to be super cold. It's also okay with a warm shower. But it needs to be like a little candle that's lit and the lights are not on. And that also signals to your body that you're safe, it's cool and dark, you're relaxing, there's water, you're, I don't know, back in the womb. Yeah, speaking of the womb, when I was going to give birth, I was wearing these red, actually they yellow glasses. Because I knew that my son would be born at night, most likely, because I could feel him kicking a lot at night, and I was also just having those like pre-contractions at nighttime, because that's when melatonin is at its highest, and melatonin helps labor along. So when you get to the hospital or you turn on the lights because it's like, oh, it's coming, the baby's coming, then you ruin it. Then you suppress melatonin and labor halts, or it slows down. So one way to speed your labor up and keep it going is, wear a pair of red glasses, or like just an eye mask. Ask to dim the lights. I did that. I asked them to just not have very bright lights. And my birth lasted, I think it lasted 2 hours. First time birth. In the middle of the night. That's just a tip though, because I sometimes feel that when I talk about things that went well for me, that a lot of these things are about luck anyway. I mean, there is this, like, statistically and there are biological reasons why some things that we do may help or not help. Sorry for talking in the dark, but maybe it helps your melatonin here. Here's a light. And now I'm dark again. But many times I look at my own life and I think it's been amazing, but also I've gone through a lot of things that humbles me a lot, and I've been wrong about a lot of things. And sometimes you do everything right, and it's just meant to be another way because you signed up for some kind of challenge. Your subconscious said yes to something, and it's the script is running its course, and you're here to learn surrender and forgiveness and humility. So that's usually what I come up against when I want to talk about my own success at any point. It might be like a version of the imposter syndrome that I have, but it's also that I just don't like the sentiment of that that you can do something wrong, or that there's only one right way of doing something. There isn't. There's just stuff. Everything is just stuff, or it's a hole in the stuff. It's holes and stuff. And that's what birth is also. It's holes and stuff. It's amazing. It's, I don't know. You were born with like a chromosome malfunction, like when you're normal, you have like an X chromosome, but then like 50% of humanity have this mutation or something where it's XY. It's not easy. Because then you have like less genetic code and you feel inferior. But again, there's no right or wrong. Don't worry about it. If you happen to have this like genetic disease and you just want to hurt the ones who don't have that because they are not they don't want to touch you. It's I'm sorry about your deep pain. I'm sorry that there was this malfunction, but it's a very common one. You don't need to feel alone, or like it's almost as if it was designed this way. This shows up also in trees and flowers and animals, most of like the beings here on earth. Thank you for this little moment, and I will talk to you tomorrow. It will be a very special day. It might not even be me talking, so bye. It's like a super special surprise. so